There's this vicious rumor going around that it's fat that causes people to gain fat. Oh, you haven't heard that rumor yet? Then I bet you've heard the rumor of, oh, it's carbohydrates that lead to people gaining fat. But actually, what about protein? I've never heard people say, oh, but your protein is causing you fat gain, because everyone thinks protein is the miracle fix to fat loss. So in this video, I'm going to break it down for you so that you fully understand what is leading to fat gain. Because once you understand that, well, then you can start making changes if fat loss is your goal. This thing in my hand is peanut butter. Oh, Mandy, tell us something that we don't know. The point that I'm trying to make with this peanut butter is that peanut butter is quite high in fats. Now remember, in the beginning of the video, I said to you, a lot of people believe that fat is the thing that's leading to fat gain, which at the end of the day, it's simply not true. And this is where the lesson starts. Fats is a macronutrient, and fats as a macronutrient contain 9 calories per gram. Don't mind me, I'm just over here looking for some carbohydrates. These things that I have in my hand over here, also known as potatoes, are higher in carbohydrates. Remember I said some people think it's carbohydrates that lead to fat gain. Also not true. Your carbohydrates are also a macronutrient. The difference between fats and carbohydrates as a macronutrient is carbohydrates contain 4 calories per gram. And if you were listening very carefully, you would know how many calories fats contain per gram. Now, if we move along swiftly to our protein, guess what? It's also a macronutrient. And protein as a macronutrient contains exactly the same calories per gram as what carbohydrates do, which means protein is carrying 4 calories per gram. So as you can see, out of the 3 macronutrients that I just mentioned, your fats come in at higher calories per gram. 9 calories per gram for fats, 4 for carbohydrates and protein. Now, I know you're probably wondering where the hell is she going with all of this? And what does any of this have to do with fat gain or fat loss? So you see, for the next section of the video, to be able to explain it properly, I'm going to need to get either a whiteboard or a piece of paper to stick over here with some information on for you. And in my hand, I actually have the answer as to what leads to fat gain. So behind me on that amazing backdrop that I built with my own 2 hands, I've pinned up the answer to what leads to fat gain. And no, it's not fats, or no, it's not carbohydrates, or no, it's not protein. As I step away, the answer will be revealed. Oh no, it's not actually revealed because you can't see it. Wait, let me zoom in. There we go. Just above my head, you'll see a white piece of paper. And on that white piece of paper with a blue permanent marker, actually a whiteboard marker, I've written the words calorie surplus. And that, my friends, is what leads to fat gain. Now, again, I know you're probably wondering, but why did you show us the peanut butter, the potatoes, and the protein? Well, as I mentioned, all of those things that I showed you are macronutrients, and all of them have a certain amount of calories per gram. And I think by now, because all of you are super intelligent, you've probably worked out what the calorie surplus means. It means you're eating more calories than what your body needs every single day. Remember, calories are a unit of energy. No matter where those calories are coming from, if you're overeating calories, which means you're overeating and over drinking in general, you're most likely going to be in a calorie surplus, and that is where fat gain takes place. So I think it's safe to say right now, if you overconsume food and drink in general, you will be overconsuming calories. And what does that lead to? Well, that leads to a calorie surplus. And tell us, Mandy, what happens in a calorie surplus? Well, that's where fat gain takes place. In conclusion, it's not one specific food that is going to lead to fat gain. It's not one specific macronutrient that is going to lead to fat gain. It's not one day's overconsumption of calories that is going to lead to fat gain. It's an overconsumption of calories in general over a period of time that leads to fat gain. So why did I make this simple and quick video, you're asking? Maybe you're not asking, but I just added it for a dramatic effect. The reason why I made this video to let you know that fat gain takes place when you are in a calorie surplus from overconsumption of calories in general is so that you can stop cutting out your favorite foods. If you enjoy the potato, don't be scared of the potato. Potato is a carbohydrate, and carbohydrates contain 4 calories per gram. Add it as part of your balanced and controlled nutritional plan for yourself, and boom, fat loss can still take place as long as you're not in a consistent calorie surplus over a long period of time. If you want to add things like your popcorn, but someone has once told you, oh, don't eat popcorn because, it's going to store your fat loss. Again, your popcorn contains calories, same as anything. Something like peanut butter or anything else that is very high in fats, your cashew nuts, your almonds, your oils, your sauces, your dressings. Remember, they come in small volumes, but they pack in a lot of calories because they are 9 calories per gram. So no, it's not fats that lead to fat gain, but they are higher in calories per gram than what your other macronutrients are. Be aware and incorporate things into your plan in a balanced manner. The end. Wait, before the end, something like this says 0 sugar, but always keep in mind when something says 0 sugar, it also doesn't mean that there's no calories. You've got to flip the thing around and look at the nutritional value. Now, whilst this doesn't contain a lot of calories, it does contain calories. It's only 5 calories though, but it's just something to be aware of because a lot of people believe 0 sugar means 0 calories. It does contain calories. It's very nice, by the way.